Walk with me, shall we? Elias Pettersson, everybody, is the biggest wild card for the Vancouver Canucks in the upcoming season. His year last year was bad, by everybody's standards. By his own, by the fans, by the point-per-game numbers, by the actual hard numbers. Elias Pettersson went from a 102-point scorer with Andrei Kuzmenko in 2023 to 89 points in 82 games in a season where the second half was plagued by knee tendonitis, to 45 points in 64 games the year after that. His point production halved in the span of a calendar year. And yes, the games played will play into that. But with all of the drama surrounding Elias Pettersson's lack of performance in the 24-25 campaign, with him battling it out off the ice with JT Miller, some sort of a difficult situation that Vancouver has never had to deal with before, being amplified by not just the local, but by the national media too, Elias Pettersson was in the news for all the wrong reasons the most previous campaign. And the worst part about it is, you could reasonably say that Pettersson doesn't really deserve any of that. Yes, he is an $11.6 million player. He's one of the highest paid players in the National Hockey League. But we can all acknowledge that when it comes to bad guys deserving bad things, Pettersson isn't really that. He's just a player who was underperforming significantly compared to the dollar amount that he had. It couldn't have happened to a better guy, honestly. He seems like a reasonably good dude. But EP40 is in a pretty tight spot. Because heading into the upcoming 2025-2026 campaign, a lot of Vancouver's success is going to boil down to what this guy can bring on the ice. And the waterfall domino effect that that's going to have on the rest of the organization will be huge into the next few years. Quinn Hughes will decide if he wants to stick around and re-sign with Vancouver or go to New Jersey and play with his brothers, based off of how the Canucks perform in these upcoming seasons here. And Pettersson is one of the straws that stirs the drink. With that in mind, let's dive into an article posted by Adam Kierszenblatt on the Hockey News from 3 days ago that gives us the best update that we could have received about Elias Pettersson, courtesy of a Swedish skills coach in Europe. His flow is back. Swedish skills coach provides an update after working with Vancouver Canucks center Elias Pettersson during the 2025 off-season. This article will be linked in the description, and it goes into a very intriguing look as to Pettersson's off-season training. It appears that Canucks center Pettersson has gotten his mojo back. In a new Instagram post, Swedish skills coach Daniel Broberg praised the work the 26-year-old has done in the past few weeks. Broberg also attached a video showing Pettersson skating with speed from one end of the ice to the other. In his Instagram post, Broberg wrote that Elias is one of the most complex, exciting, but also most elusive players I have ever come into contact with. A top athlete combined with a great artist. He can do things out on the ice that no other player in the entire world can do. Things that are almost difficult to discover and understand sometimes. Challenging Elias Pettersson as a skills coach is difficult. I feel a tension, almost a little nervousness, before all our sessions together, as I know that I'm facing a challenging situation as a coach. I have to deliver at my top level, and I love that nerve. And this summer has been awesome. Elias is stronger physically than ever before, but above all, there is now a balance between his physical and technical skill set. One of the strongest memories from our summer together is when his hip and upper body clicked. With that, so many pieces fell into place. He takes on speed and power with smoothness. His flow is back. I'm really excited, and I can't wait for you to see him in action this winter. Thank you for a great summer at Elias Pettersson. Play hard and enjoy the game this season. There then was a video of Pettersson skating around the ice, and I don't want to play too much of that. It is copyrighted, but then there is the image of Broberg with Petey out there on the ice. Broberg's post should be seen as significant positive news for Vancouver fans. As has been well documented, Pettersson was dealing with multiple injuries last year, which is one of the reasons he struggled to produce offensively. Based on the video and Broberg's comments, it appears that PD is healthy and ready to bounce back in a big way during 2025-2026. So, big shout out over to Kiersonblatt for providing the scoop and just giving us the post here. But Elias Pettersson going through some sort of a physical transformation was absolutely not on my bingo card for the 2025 offseason. Him clicking his upper body and his hips together, being able to link these offensive tools with his skill set. I mean, that obviously is going to change a lot of the narrative about this guy in regards to what he's capable of doing. I've been seeing a lot of Vancouver Canucks fans asking questions like, okay, he had 45 points the most previous year, 89 the year before that. This 89-point season was already, disappointing in the second half. Never mind the fact that he went from 102 points to 89. But he was so above and beyond disappointing in the second half of this 23-24 season that it's been over a year and a few months that Vancouver Canucks fans have been disappointed in the way Elias Pettersson has played. Not since February, January of 2024 has he been quote-unquote himself. So 1 year later, knee tendonitis later, and more training later, if he's gotten stronger, if he's gotten a little bit faster, if he's been getting that edge back, if he's getting his flow back, then this guy might be the ultimate underdog in betting odds and fantasy drafts, etc., etc. I mean, I don't want to go out there and make it all about gambling and taking bets and trying to use all of this to your own benefit, but still, if Elias Pettersson really is back, if he is back to form and he's fully healthy, this guy can be a 100-point superstar. But I guess first, we have to try to work himself back up from 45 points, right? It's kind of difficult to see anybody jump to 100 points after posting up a 45-point campaign. Can you double your point production next season, Elias? It'd be great if he did, but let's just take things slow. Let's say if he reaches 75 points by, let's say, what's a reasonable level there? Around the Olympic break? Is that possible? I don't know. I mean, that's a very difficult question. I've gotten myself into a pickle here now. But Elias Pettersson, if he gets, let's say, 70 points by the end of February, and he has the rest of the season, 2 months worth of games to get himself up to, let's say, 100, then I think that's the point where we can fully say that he is back. If he starts out the month hot as one of the top point scorers in the NHL like he did 2 seasons ago, that also would indicate very early returns on his training. You got to remember, at some point during this 23-24 campaign, to open up the year around late October-ish, JT Miller, Elias Pettersson, and Quinn Hughes were all at the top of the NHL, tied for first in the league in points. That had never happened in Vancouver Canucks lore. And I mean, just look at what this guy did at the beginning of the season in 23-24. 4-point game, 2-point game, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3. The guy went absolute sicko mode bananas on the NHL. This is all possible with Elias Pettersson. And the question now is he going to be able to run it back to that time frame? Can he get those numbers back up there? Are we going to see this offseason's worth of training really pay off in the way that his skills coach, Broberg, is assuming it will? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Elias Pettersson. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sign on. And bye.